Today's Hot Toys review is on the original Thor movie Odin figure. Here's your close-up look at this guy from the front. And there he is from the back with that beautiful cape. And take a look towards the front. Here he is. Get that helmet off of there. Get back on there, helmet. There we go. So there he is. Let's take him over to the couch and have a review of him. Ready? Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, welcome to another ActionFeatures.net Toy Talk review. A burp, sorry. This time around, we're doing another Hot Toys review. Mm-hmm. And it's for the Hot Toys Odin, which is MMS 148. This is sort of an older figure, but it's a very underappreciated figure, so I thought it was time that we did this one.
What do you mean under?
Like, a lot of people didn't pick him up, and now he's kind of cheap, and a lot of people don't have him in their collection. It's got sort of a low market value right now. Like, you can get him pretty cheap still, and a lot of people passed him up, and he's great.
Oh, he's a great figure.
I think it's because it's not a main character. It's not like Thor or something like that. So a lot of people just passed him up. But we're going to tell you, you shouldn't have passed him up, and you should grab him while you still can, because he's awesome. So let's take a look at the box first. The front has a picture of Odin, and then the sides have some Odin-y type imagery. Let's put that over to the side. And then you've got this, the same as always, this insert piece that talks about Odin. I'm not going to read all that this time. It's got a great shot of the figure. And then everything's inside here in a big tray thing. You know, the usual hooey. And then the back's got a nice picture of Odin that bleeds onto the side. And we've got like a nice red box.
I can take that, put all this stuff in there.
Oh, that's right, I'll stick that in there. Alright, so let's move our way up on the figure until we get to his big reveal. We've got the standard MMS base. It's got the Thor logo on the top, and it's got Odin written on it. So that way you know it's Odin, in case you can't tell by the figure. Then we've got some hands here. We've got... He's got, I think, a holding hand and a fist going on right now. He's got two extra holding hands, like gripped hands that are almost like fists. So there's an extra pair of those. Just throw those in the box. Sort of an at-the-ready hand, sort of pointing going on there. And then he's got sort of more ready hands, like, hey, come here, I'm going to grab you. And those have extra pegs. He comes with two extra pegs. So I'm going to put those in the hands I'm going to use the most. And he's got an open hand where he's like kind of like, hey, stop there, don't do that. And then here's the other fist hand. How many hands are in there?
So far it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's got 7 hands in there. Are you sure it's 7? Not 8?
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so he's got 4 full sets and then 1 extra. And then I've got obviously one's holding on to the staff. Oh, here, I'll just show the staff in a separate piece. Oh, come out of there. He's got this long spear staff thing, and it's sort of a vac metallized gold. Really shiny, really nice sculpt. I would have maybe liked the paint wash on this. Maybe showed the lines a little better, the detailing. But still, it's super awesome. And then we got the figure itself. We'll start by showing something on his head. The helmet is removable. I really like the helmeted look. And he comes with 2 separate pieces of hair. One for when he's got the helmet on, so that his head is a little thinner and can fit into the helmet. And it's just like the ones that have the PER system.
DX?
Yeah, just like DX's. It's got a little magnetic clip where you can put the 2 different hairs on here. One for when he has the helmet off, that has sort of a more fullness to the head. And one for when the helmet is on, that's kind of a thinner head so you can fit the helmet on.
Are you able to move his eyes?
No eye movement. It's just the hair switches out. There is a small seam where you can see where the hair joins up. It's not super noticeable though, especially from front on. You can't really see it. It's not until you look at the top. And a lot of those PERS ones have that same thing where you can see the seam line. There's not a whole lot they can do about that. So we're going to take a look at him with the helmet off, and then we'll put it back on before the whole thing ends.
And I can use this for Gandalf.
Yeah. So his outfit is like a brown, sort of pleathery type material for the pants. It's kind of thin. I'm a little worried that maybe this material would take some stress over time.
Right.
And it's just kind of like printed with the design on there. That might be different nowadays. I think they might go full out and like actually sculpt that into separate threading. But I can't remember what the outfit in the movie looks like, so I'm totally cool with it. The chest piece is hard and is a separate piece that's on over the outfit. I don't know if it comes off, and I'm not going to try and take it off, so sorry. He's got these 2 plastic gauntlets around his wrist. Those are well painted. Then he's got boots that are 2 separate pieces. There's the long piece that goes over the calf, and then a separate boot piece so that he has full range and ankle movement. He's then got a cape that is sewn so that it bunches up along the back, which I think looks really sharp. Look at the way that looks. And the thing I liked about the Thor movie capes is how they had like a ridge built into them on the shoulder, so that way it always looked like it was kind of flaying up. One shoulder is sewn down, and the other one is sewn sort of open, so you can get this cool kind of draped around him look that I think is awesome and makes for some great poses. The cape itself is made of this sort of feltish material. It's really nice.
Right.
Has a nice kind of sheen to it. Especially on the interior, it's got almost like reflects light on the interior. It's really, really nice. The head sculpt is great. Looks a lot like Anthony Hopkins from the film. It's got on the eye patch that's kind of affixed into his eye. He's got a little bit of scarring here and there. His eyes almost look kind of sad, which is good for Odin. Is he thinking about Loki and what's all happened and everything? Well, the one eye, I guess.
Not seeing much with the other.
Yeah, you're not going to see anything with the other eye.
Dad,
yeah.
So you're talking about I have to go to the bathroom.
Can you just wait? We're almost done.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take like 2 seconds, yeah. So let me have that other hair piece. So let me snap this in here, and then we'll put the helmet back on him, which is my preferred look for this figure. The helmet is really detailed and really, really cool looking. You get that on there, and it really just changes the whole demeanor of the figure. He goes from being sort of a peaceful king to like ready for battle, especially if you didn't say throw that spear in his hands. Looks really, really cool. Love it. Why are you sitting forward so much?
Oh, do you want the spear?
Nah, it's okay. Overall, I really like this piece. I'm glad I have him, and I'm really glad they made him. There were 3 figures that were slated for the Thor movie. There was Thor, Odin, and Loki. They never made the Loki. They showed a picture of him, but it never came out. And he was going to come with the Casket of Ancient Winters, I think is what it's called. That casket from the film, from Jotunheim. Yeah. That was going to come with Loki, so I kind of wish that that would have came with this figure instead, so that way it would actually come out. But given the choice between Loki or Odin, since Loki's coming for Avengers, I'm really glad they did Odin. Because I don't think we're going to get much more of a chance to get an Odin. I don't even know if he's in the second film or not. I hope he is, but since we don't know if he is for sure or not, or we're always going to play in the film, glad they knocked him out this first time.
You're probably going to get an Enchantress.
Maybe, yeah, if she's in the film. We get an Enchantress. I don't know for sure if she is or not. Yeah. Malekith is the only one we know for sure is in the film.
That would be a cool
That's going to be cool. So...
Are you for sure they're going to make a hot toy?
I don't know. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. So overall, awesome piece, especially with the price you can get him at. A lot of people are selling him only for like $100 or so. At that price, he's great, great, great. Yeah. I think for the value, he's one of the best around, especially getting him in the $100 range, because the figure itself is great, and the price is great if you can get it cheap enough. A really underrated figure that I think, as the more and more Marvel figures come out, and the line keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, this one will be a sleeper one. The people are going to go back and go, oh man, I really should have gotten Odin, and all those deals will kind of dry up eventually. Right. Overall, great figure. I think that's it for this one, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
See you.